Okay, hi. My name's Emmy Kenny. Hello. First of all, happy holidays. You all deserve a break, that's for sure. Okay, hi. My name's Emmy Kenny. Hello. First of all, happy holidays. You all deserve a break, that's for sure. I hope you get the time to rest and recharge so we can come back to 2022 with revived spirits and fresh eyes to work on some of the things that are real issues in the district. And I want to highlight one of those issues today. So at the last DDEC meeting, the district presented some data that confirmed in numbers what I already know from experience. I already know it anecdotally. And that's that LGBTQ kids in this district are bullied all the time, severely, and many of them do not feel safe at school. 30% of students who identify as gay, lesbian, or bisexual, so this isn't even including transgender children, 30% are teased and bullied at school because of their identity. So that's a third of gay kids. And this has real consequences. So when I was a mentor at Compass, which is an LGBTQ community center, a lot of those kids, most of the kids in the youth group there were doing virtual school online. This was before COVID. Because they were bullied so much at school. And now that we've seen what distance learning does to a kid's academic achievement, social growth, personal development, we know that it's not good for them. So why would these kids have to resort to that? It's not fair. And, sorry, this is an even worse consequence. 40% of gay students harm themselves as a way to cope. That's compared to 14% of straight students, just to show you the disparity there. 36% of gay students consider suicide. 36% of students in this district consider suicide. That's compared to 14% straight students. And the numbers for trans students are even worse. We don't have data in this district for that yet, but on the national average, they're saying that almost 50% of trans people attempt suicide. So when I see legislation getting passed that targets trans students, I know what effect that has on them. As a teacher, I made sure my students knew that my classroom is a safe space, and I saw what acceptance and community did for those students. It changed their lives. And after they graduated, they're now adults. Several of them have told me that that saved their lives. Just having one space in school where they could eat lunch and not get bullied. So as we move into the new year, I just want to keep this in the forefront of your minds. It's something we need to work on together. It was happening before COVID, and now it's even worse. Thank you.
Carl Silverman, I understand you just arrived. You want to come up to the microphone? Go ahead, ma'am. You were on your way up. Come on up. State your name, please.
Hello, my name is Tuesday Gillum, and this is my daughter, Blue Gillum. We're here to talk about our personal experiences of the bullying that's going on of the LGBTQ teen community. She would really like to speak, and I think that I'll go ahead and let her. Can I do my 3 minutes and then you? Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little caught off guard because, I mean, I could talk all you want, but 2 people here said homophobic comments as my daughter's sitting in the room, so I don't think that I need to really even go through all this, so I'm a little upset right now. So there's a lot of unhappy kids scattered throughout the district, and they feel really alone, and it's not even the kids being gay, right? Because they might not know they're gay. They're like trying to figure themselves out. But when you have a boy paint his fingernails as exploration, that doesn't mean he's gay, but the whole school's treating him like that. And they're yelling at him, they're screaming at him, they're punching him. I know a boy who dyed his hair rainbow. It turned into a fight. That kid got suspended. Nobody else did. So it's not always just like a boy likes a boy and that makes them gay. It's homophobia and misogyny that is saying because a boy paints their fingernails, that means they're gay. So I think there's a lot of education that needs to happen, especially in this room. And you need to learn about homophobia from the people who experience it, the gay people, the same way that if you want to learn about racism, you don't learn about it from a bunch of white people learning about racism together. You need to learn about it from black people who are experiencing it and brown people that are experiencing it. I am devastated and hurt by what I feel here coming out of your guys' mouth. And to have a child here, you need to check.
Ma'am, please.
I am so sorry, but when there's homophobic things being said about gay kids and there's gay kids in here, this is not okay. I don't really even need to read this. Thank you. My daughter's going to speak.
Hello, my name is Blue, and I am a 13-year-old girl, and we are here on behalf of queer kids in this county. I have seen people close to me get bullied and harassed by other students. The kids that openly do this have no consequences. In fact, the person who goes through this kind of harassment are often told that it was a joke or that they were trying to be funny. I have had to experience this more than once. I have had teachers who openly make fun of the way I dress and constantly get harassed for looking like a certain stereotype. This is not something new. This has happened since elementary school, and not just towards me. I have been through a teacher who refused to teach me and would constantly send me to the principal's office that I didn't do, for things that I didn't do. I have to work extra hard to keep up with the other kids because I never learned how to tell time or my multiplication tables because of my third grade teacher's ideology. People openly disrespect me in my current school, and people are more concerned about what's in my pants than doing their work. People scream the word faggot right in front of the teacher's face, and they do absolutely nothing about it. In other experiences, other than my own, I have seen a close friend be punched and called horrible names. When trying to defend themselves, they get kicked out of school with no other children having consequences. No matter what happens in front of the administrators' faces, they do absolutely nothing. I want this county to check on their teachers and admit that they have done wrong. We need a safe environment so we don't feel like we are constantly going to be picked on or beat up because of what we look like or what kind of genitalia we have. I'm tired of constantly telling everyone I'm something I'm not just because the school won't stop or do anything if I get hurt because of it. Thank you.
Mr.